Hello everybody, welcome back to the James Lawrence Allcott channel. We are back again with another experiment. We're going to be twisting your melon, man. Yeah, no, I can't say that, I'm too southern. But don't worry about it, we're going to be talking about love. That's right, love. Because a few days ago, it was Valentine's Day. That would be the right time to put a video on about love, maybe. But no, I won't be doing that. Do you know why I won't be doing that? Because I will not be dictated to by corporate America, all right? But this video is just all about love, you know, and our love of the game and our love of football players as well. So if you want to try this experiment out yourselves, allow your gut to send you home. Allow your gut to send you home, as I just said there on purpose. I think that's in the script. Yeah. Allow your gut to send you home. Write down the list of every Premier League club and decide on the player that you love. I'm going to go through it very quickly, not really think about it. I'm going to give you my reasons one by one. There will be no stats in this bad boy, okay? No stats at all. But what we might learn at the end of this, what my bias is, okay? Do I look towards a certain position on the pitch? Maybe. Do I look for pretty players? Maybe. Do I just generally love a good egg? Maybe. But and if you are a good egg, then hit the subscribe button and the like button. Can this video get 2,500 likes in the name of love? Do you believe in love? Do you believe in magic? You're about to see some, probably not, in this video. Let's begin with Arsenal. Okay, Arsenal. This one was tricky. Nominees, Tierney. Yeah, I like him, but he's not really giving me the feels. Do you know what I mean? Bellerin, on a shallow level, sure, but on a footballing level, not really there for me. So there's one man, and it's a beautiful smile. He's a beautiful player. He just seems like a lovely egg. It's Saka. Saka's my favourite player for Arsenal. Love watching him. It was very close actually with Smith Rowe as well because I love his movement. But Saka is the one for me. Next, Aston Villa. Look, I'll be honest with you. You know I like Grealish. You know that. I tell you what, John McGinn pushed him really, really hard because when I thought of Aston Villa, straight away in my gut, I thought, I like John McGinn. I like his sort of like Bambi eyes, something about them. But I thought, I'm going to have to go John McGinn now. I've just spoken about him for too long. Next, Burnley, Jay Rodriguez. They're all just, I mean, he's quite good looking actually. And I think, do you know the thing with Jay Rodriguez is he's a good player and he didn't get the chance to fulfill his potential. And I feel like he would, if he hadn't had the injuries, he'd have been some player. I do look out for him when he plays because he's probably better than the sort of the outer shell that he gets to put forward with Burnley. Brighton and Hove Albion, Tariq Lamptey, easy. What a smile, what a player, what pace, what potential, what a smile. Chelsea, N'Golo Kante. How can you not love N'Golo Kante? I just, like, unbelievable midfielder. Yeah, okay, he's having a couple of injuries now, but that's not important when it's about loving someone. And I love him. Probably because of the Leicester thing more than anything else. And because he just does good deeds, doesn't he? Do you remember didn't he go and have a curry and watch Match of the Day with someone? N'Golo Kante. Everton. Second Rodriguez. I mean, this is purely a sort of starstruck vibe. Like, he is, you could pick him up, pop him in 1997, and he'd be perfect. Just along the likes of Dennis Bergkamp, Gianfranco Zola, Ravanelli. Like, he's that kind of player. And when they're playing, you've got to keep an eye on him constantly. Because he just does lovely things that make you go, oh, yeah. Fulham, Anthony Robinson. I like Anthony Robinson partly because of the story of AC Milan, the fact that he nearly went there from Wigan. But secondly, I just like his energy on the pitch. I think he's a really good player. I think he's got quite a high ceiling as a player. Not in his home. And I just think he's a good player. I don't know what it is. When I think of Fulham, I think of their players. Of course, they've got some other good players. Lookman's exciting, Anguissa's exciting. But I just like everything that Anthony Robinson's about. Crystal Palace. It's got to be Gary. It's Eze, isn't it? It's obviously Eze. I mean, that's like, I'm wasting my time with this bit, but I'm just going to take a moment because it's the smile again. I'm a sucker for a smile. But it's not. It's the elegance. It's the grace. It's the fact that he just wobbles his shoulders and all of a sudden he's gone past people. It's his awareness. He's such a good player. Just improve your finishing a little bit and then everyone else will understand. But then I think what will happen is my love with him might lose it a little bit because then everyone will love him and he's still mine in a way. I think that's what all QPR fans think. Leeds United. Ayling. I like him. I like the story of him. The fact that he was at Yeovil. The fact that he was at Bristol City. Made his way in now. He's kind of captain already. Of course, there's Liam Cooper as well. But I think he's really, really blossomed. And I just love that about him. And when I was thinking of Leeds, Rafinha's great. Bamford as well. He's like sticking two fingers up to a lot of people. That's what you do. That's how you do it, by the way. And I like Bamford as well. But when I settled on this one, it was Luke Ayling. Definitely Luke Ayling. Leicester City, it's got to be Jamie Vardy. When I'm watching Leicester City, it's his movement. It's those runs that he makes. I love that about him. I love the fact that he's got that little bit of nastiness. I like the fact that he likes to shut mouths. That's great. When he scores a goal, he seems to inflict violence on corner flags. What's not to like? Jamie Vardy. He's proper old school as well, isn't he? Liverpool, this was tough. I wanted to go with Thiago. I really did. But when, again, you go gut calls, you go, oh, what about this player? Ooh, and then it just goes, bubbles down. And the person I finished on was Jordan Henderson. How can you not love him by now? I think it's the underdog story with him. Proper leader, proper captain. You can see how much they're missing him when he's not playing in midfield. He's become a great player. So to use the tools that he had at the start, which I guess was an element of potential, but people thought he wasn't up to it, and to sort of turn it all around, you've got to love that, haven't you? Hendo, I love you. Man United, Marcus Rashford. I mean, the guy's a saint. If he's not a sir in the next couple of weeks, I'll be fuming. He's feeding children, which I think is important. Yeah, I said it. I think it's important. As usual, how can you not love him? And on the pitch as well, he's one of those players that makes things go fast forward. I love that about him. So Marcus Rashford, easy. Man City, Raheem Sterling. I love what he stands for now. I love the journey that he's gone on from being a player who was, timid and I guess afraid of the media, and now he's kind of taken it on, and now the media's a little bit scared of him, which I really, really like. The main reason I love him is because my first job in sports media was covering the youth team at QPR, and he was 15, and I remember sitting in the back of a minivan with him and the whole youth team and thinking, I wonder what's going to happen with him. And so I watch his career so closely, and I just want him to just do brilliantly, and the fact that he's a world-class player now, it's just crazy. Newcastle. I could have gone with a few here. A lot of people go Alan St-Maximin. I understand that. But again, I think I went with a captain, leader, legend, Lascelles. All the L's. I just like him. I like that he was, a captain early. I think I always keep an eye out for players like that. When I was younger, I used to like Tony Adams and Stuart Pearce and those kind of Colin Hendry, like captains. And I like that about Lascelles. It's like you cut him in half and it says captain. Sheffield United was a bit tricky, but the one player I do always keep an eye out for is McGoldrick. I just really like... You can't do a video with a cup of tea in your hand, you knob. The reason I like McGoldrick is because I remember watching him for QPR when he was at Ipswich, I think. And I remember just thinking, this guy's really good. Why is he not playing in the Premier League? And it's taken him quite a while. So now that he's there, I'm like, go on, son. Do bits. Great feet. Good ability. Just not the best of finishers. But he's a good player and he's having a good season. And I mean, that's not why I like him. I just like the story behind him. So I do keep an eye out for McGoldrick when it's Sheffield United. Southampton, here's a weird one. I really like Theo Walcott. I don't think he's just he's a good egg, is he, really? I think the phenomena of him when he was younger plays a part in this. And so when they are playing, I am going, what's Walcott up to? Is he about to realise his potential? He's still got that pace, which was always I remember when he came on the scene at 17, you were like, God, he's really quick, isn't he? It was is this the second coming? It wasn't. It was Theo Walcott. But he's all right, and I keep an eye on him. And do I love him? Maybe not. But I like him. I'll tell you who I do love. Son. Heung-min Son at Spurs. How can you not be in love with him? How can you not just go come here? I'll say, son, I'm having a tough day. Come here, a cuddle. And I get the sense that that's what Dele Alli does generally, and so he's probably been doing that quite a lot recently. How can you not like him? Technically beautiful. He's like a ballet dancer on the pitch. Great goals, great technique. Cares. Seems quite loyal as well. Plays with a smile on his face. That's a big thing with a lot of these. Do they play with a smile on their face on? Son does that. Constantly does that. But at the same time, he's giving everything for the team. Love him. West Brom. Darnell Furlong. My guy. This is pure QPR bias. Darnell Furlong is another player who will captain. I don't know if he's done it with West Brom this season already. Maybe he has. But if he hasn't yet, he will do. He will captain a Premier League team for an entire season. He will be the captain of a Premier League team. Because actually, I don't think you've totally seen the potential of him yet. Maybe he's not got the size to be a centre-back. But he's got such a leap on him. And he's just very, very smart. I've seen his career grow. And he's never been out of his depth. The reason he's not is because I think he listens and he learns and he adapts. And he's a really, really good player. Can play fullback, and he's playing Premier League as a fullback. But keep an eye on him as a centre-back, because that's not over for me. Far too good for the Championship if he goes back down there, in my opinion. He might get caught in between the crosshairs of both. I really, really like him, and I'm massively biased because he's Paul Furlong's son. And he came through at QPR. West Ham. It's Antonio, isn't it? Of course it's Antonio. Did you see his Valentine's Day post, by the way? Hang on, let me just find this. Look at this. Mikel Antonio tweeted this 18 hours ago. I love you with all my willy. I would say my heart, but my willy is bigger. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Too good not to share. Stolen quote. I mean, look, even giving... I mean, I'm just going to scroll down for a second. I don't even know what this is. I'm like, he's excited about the Super Bowl. He's just a good egg. He's just got natural personality that's so rare in football now. All praise Mikel Antonio. From Tooting and Mitcham all the way to the Premier League. Needs to get an England call-up to finish off the story. He's a great player. He's a bloody good egg. He's funny. Oh, how can you not love Antonio? Love him. So underrated as well. And finally, Wolves. This is about respecting your elders, this last one, in terms of love. And it's Moutinho. He's one of those, like, there's been players like that over the years that kind of, they're getting a little bit older, but they just still have that integrity, the sort of purity of, like, getting on the ball, passing about, pippity-pip-pop-pop. It's beautiful stuff. That's what I love about Moutinho. And so when I think about Wolves, yes, you do keep an eye on Traore, but in terms of love, it's Moutinho for me. So there you have it. I will not be dictated to. I love all of you guys who made it onto my list. And I love you lot as well, if you have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, I don't mind you, because I'm a nice guy, okay? But I like you if you like the video. But if you subscribe, I love you. I'm going to stop talking now. Goodbye.